Trick question. Flick up and roll, snatch from Rico's till T-shows. Whatever body street code. Been through all these motions up and down like a seesaw. I can never.
Welcome, welcome.
Up next, the Knicks taking up. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Warriors. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Now Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. And for the Knicks, we've got Anunoby. Cameron Payne is out there with Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns.
Youngsters are set, Kevin. I mean, this is what you got. You're not going to add anybody else. There's no added shooting. You're not going to get the tough rebounder guy. You've got to dig in and understand and define the roles for what these guys can do for your team. Opportunity to get into a position to play playoff basketball.
Wiggins from outside drains it from beyond the arc.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Here's Payne, and Hart has it in the corner. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Now, I asked him about the challenge they face in defending Steph Curry. He said Steph is so hard to contain because of his constant movement off the ball. Conventional defenses won't work against him. The matchups will be fluid. He'll see a lot of different guys coming at him. He's looking and needing a total group effort. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And here is Curry after OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Hart the pass to Payne. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Payne. Towns has got his second bucket of the game to go.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Here's Kuminga. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Hart. The Knicks leading by 3. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. But Podziemski's shot is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. inexcusable.
Warriors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Bridges with the block.
Well, more than capable as a defender, Bridges with a great job using his length.
Now, here's Anunoby. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Anderson comes in for Kuminga. Payton, he's checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Stephen Curry. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's Wiggins missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Bridges misses. So for New York, their last game, a win against Miami.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
Pass to Achua. Outside Robinson. Here's McBride. Wiggins with the block.
Well done, Andrew Wiggins. If he can sustain that kind of energy on the defensive end, boy, he's an asset out there.
And a fast break now for New York. McBride with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Here's Kolek. Scoreless thus far. Here's Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Robinson against Wiggins. Schroeder outside. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Achua is out there with Miles McBride. And it's Kolek in at the point. They're the group. New York will start the second one. Kuminga, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just, I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find you a willing facilitator.
Knicks lead 17-12.
Here's Schroeder. He has yet to score. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Dadier. And here's Towns. Defended by Looney. And Towns gets it to go.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams deciding to change it up. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. And you look at Peyton, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
Just a great job of anticipation. These guys defend the entire court in transition and the half-court set. It doesn't matter. They're out there agitating, disrupting, doing everything they can to unsettle an opposing offense.
And so it's New York with it after the miss from Dennis Schroeder.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by New York. Can they get it? And he overshot that one, missing. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
And here are the Warriors now. After New York gets the 3, and it's Schroeder missing.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Right side Towns. Over Anderson. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, you can add it to the list.
Here's Jackson Davis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Outside Curry. It's over Payne. Curry's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Got a piece of it. Bridges kicks to Hart. Robinson passes to Hart. Now Bridges. New York moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Knicks lead 30.
Robinson finds Hart. Here's Payne. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Knicks lead by 18.
How many times have we seen the possession take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Jackson Davis. They need this, and he goes in for the dunk.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Good on the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Curry. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Steph's willing to hurt you from the mid-range. Look, if you're going to be that open, he's going to take the shot.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. Back to Anunoby. And so it's New York feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that, you know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the New York Knicks.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to gold. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Kuminga out there with Trayce Jackson-Davis. And it's Curry in at the point. Here's Payne. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Puts it up from 17. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Payne. Payne's got his third assist on the night. Warriors trail by 17.
Welcome back.
It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And they've only...
Hey, D, thanks. Good to see you again, too, as well.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age, and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying it while we can.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Wiggins against Anunoby. Here's Kuminga. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
With his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
Now here's Towns. Jackson-Davis defending. Towns, no luck. Warriors trail by 17. Podziemski, the bounce pass.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Inside, here's Towns. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Back to Curry. A 3. Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Fires for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Now Podziemski puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Kuminga against Hart. Towns for 3. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. Floats it up for Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, those dunks from Kuminga ignite his team. They feel like that's more than 2 points.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's made the decision. He wants to...
Not over yet, though. He doesn't know who he's playing. LOL.
Looney's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Peyton.
Yeah, thanks, D.
Yeah. For Stephen Curry. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money. A star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Now, here's Payne. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Hart the pass to Towns. From the corner. And again, it's New York.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
A drive by Schroeder. And that one drops for him. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
And you got to love Schroeder, just never afraid about taking it all the way up to the hole.
Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him. Towns for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Wiggins outside. 34 seconds left in the third. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bridges with it. Now Payton defending. Here's Payne. New York moving the ball around. Here's Hart. A 3-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 18. Down low. Here's Looney. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Man, Looney is so long. Gets up there and
putting it over. Good if it goes. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Quick shot, like it's a good shot if you're hot, but we got to...
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Achua. He's out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Payton with just big-time vertical.
And the Warriors making a change here. Junchar's checked in. 3-pointer. Good, and his assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
To up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Towns. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder to the left wing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Anderson passes to Najee. Yes, that goes in.
And defensively, they are on